Oh, hi, welcome to Man of Steel Van Gives Hope. So, I thought I'd make this wee video because, okay, this is not DC related at all, okay? This is about the recent announcement of Doctor Who being a woman. Now, I'm sure I've made comments about this before on my other videos, but I'm dedicating this one to this subject. Why do I have a problem of a female doctor? Right, well, right now we're living in a world where everything seems to be gun-ho about women. And I'm okay for that, right? Suffragettes, stuff like that, Wonder Woman, excellent, and yeah, there should be more females on the screen, and they should be when it comes to the naughty scenes, okay? Yes, they should be more willies, okay? They should be, the women, they get naked all the time, you see them and stuff like that, and men, no, heaven forbid you see a penis, okay? Now, I go on YouTube, I go on Facebook and I see this naked woman, okay, and she's talking about, yes, I'm naked, and, so what? Because, you see violence and everything else, and Ewan McGregor made a statement about that as well, he kind of demanded in the scene in Trainspotting, that thing when he's taking that thing off his willy, and, so I'm all up for that, yeah, equal rights, equal liberation sort of stuff, yeah, but then for me, you get something too far, right, you get something, now in the TV shows, in the DC TV shows, you get maybe a character that's in the comics that's a white person, okay, but on a TV show, right, it's like now they're having to say we need a black person in, okay, and most of these TV shows, the black person nowadays is like the second guy, the helper. Jimmy Olsen is a black guy. Mr. Diggles, I mean, what a name is that? And Arrow, okay, he's now become a hero. Jimmy Olsen, he's now became a hero, playing, a character that if you referenced him up was this other white guy. So you've got coloured guys playing white guys, which is okay. You've got Flash as well. It's in there, and the partner and the wife. It's like everything needs to be liberal. Everything needs to be A-OK in this world. You can't have an all-white TV station. And I get the gist of that. I do, and now we're having there's a film that's just came out about the NASA and about the women there, and not only with the women, but the black women and stuff. So yeah, I'm down with that. Yep, bring them all out. Let's show how bad the world is. We already know how bad the world is, right? When it comes to sexism and racism and stuff like that. But let's pull it back a wee minute. Yes, Wonder Woman was a great achievement for women directors and everything else. But let's, acknowledge it. But let's not change the whole. So now I can hear all you feminists out there and stuff like that, and all yous, I'm not saying that let's not change the whole world, but let's just rein it back a bit and only change those things that needs to be changed. Okay, we have the Ghostbusters, right? And yeah, instead of 4 young apprentices and stuff like that learning from the old masters of the original Ghostbusters, they didn't care, it just needed to be women, right? And then you had to get a guy in there that was silly, that was stupid. Okay, you had to get. Now, was Sigourney Weaver stupid in Ghostbusters? I think not. She was the cleverest one out of the lot, but no, let's put it down to all women thing. Okay, and the fans hated it. Again, just trying to do these things. And no matter where we turn nowadays, they're having to change things up, and people are complaining, why are we Why can we not get Black Canary right? Why can we not get these Now, see, this is what I mean, characters. People that invested time in these sitcoms, sci-fi shows, comics, they invested time in the character. Which brings me to Doctor Who. For me, growing up with the Doctor since 30 years, 30 plus years I've been growing with the Doctor, and you know, and he's went through all these changes. Yes, we're living in a world where you know, that women weren't thought of as a lead actor. Yeah, I get that was the time. But I'm talking about just the character itself. Why would the Doctor choose to be a woman after this time? Is it just because he saw the Master being a woman? Now that was of course put in to give us the idea that, yep, this is where the Doctor's heading. The Doctor, you know, if the Master can be a woman, then the Doctor and everything else. But for me, the Doctor, like the very first ever Doctor, was was an old man, telephone booth, and he had a woman. Now, most of the women in the Doctor Who series were the people that the men related to, because, and the women, for me anyway, because they were us. They were seeing the Doctor through our eyes. Okay? They were seeing us through, we were seeing it through, oh, this is the wonderment of the Doctor. You know, we were the passenger going on the board. And for the last maybe 20 years or so of the Doctor Who, the women became more stronger, and they were the ones that were sort of leading the Doctor and keeping the Doctor on the straight. They were keeping the Doctor, you know, on the level. You know, you had the David Tennant story and how Billy sort of kept the Doctor straight, and he found the love. You know, he was loving her. But now, really, what we have just now is we have a transgender Doctor. Okay, well, it is a transgender. We have a transgender or transsexual or a species that has both genitalias that can swing both ways. Okay, he likes a wee bit of this and he also likes a wee bit of that. He's basically Jack Harkness in the character. It doesn't matter what's now. Saying that, right? In those episodes now, come to think of it, now the Doctor sees Jack, right, and he says, you know, that's his species. He doesn't matter what sex you are, right? But of course, to the Doctor, it does. For the Doctor, it did, you know, it seemed to matter on those times because he was more of a male sort of figure. Now, God knows how. And then there was episodes where the Doctor sort of, it was hinted that he sees his mother. David Tennant sees his mother when you had the James Bond character there, and she's like in the background because we still don't know. She's hiding behind. God, I forgot his name. The one, Timothy Dalton, right? She's hiding behind Timothy Dalton as of the Time Lords, right? And he's thinking, oh, that must be his mother. Well, it's going to be a mucked up society with both sexes and stuff like that, and maybe it's a good way to introduce kids to this sexualized Doctor here, where we have him being, I'm going to go to be a female next time because I like a bit of. Well, Dick was a good character as well, but it's, for me, you know, all those incarnations of being a male, maybe, yeah, they waited too long until they done the female, that's fine, but what was wrong about the Doctor's daughter, David Tennant's daughter, right? If you want a female Doctor, why not go to her? Make a spin-off TV series and have her being a Time Lord and having her character tell the story, you know, and she can, and we have we have male Time Lords and we have female Time Lords, and we can have all this, right? Because it's, again, is just changing, maybe because of society that's cramming down and, oh, we need the female doctor. Well, you've got a female doctor, David Tennant's daughter. She was the daughter, so she's, why not her? And it's just, I just feel everything now in this world that we live in is just going too crazy. It is. Now, I've got friends, right, that are transvestites, I've got friends that are gay, I've got friends that are transgender and everything else, and a lot of these people, we say we need more films to do with them, that capitalises on who they are, and there are films out there. There are these sort of films out there. We just got to find the right story. Okay, we've got to find, and a lot of these people, sadly enough, they don't let on who they are or what preferences they do, because there's still a sort of hatred against them and stuff like that, which is sad in today's age. Okay, there's still people naive, right? I still hear people say that being gay is a choice. Okay, and I'm thinking, I'm drifting off the subject, I know, but it just annoys me. Okay, so let me get this straight. So I could wake up one morning and decide I'm gay. I like that sort of willy thing. See, up, there we go. And I've made my mind up. I'm sticking to it. I'm committing to it. It's rubbish, okay? It's just rubbish. The people that think along those ways are daft, okay? And yes, I would like films about all these other aliens, right? Let's have more transgender aliens, and let's have more transvestite aliens, and let's have an alien that just swings both ways. But then, it's now when Doctor Who started, right? When Doctor Who started, there was no thought about changing the Doctor, okay? They were thinking of cancelling the show because the guy was lame. But then no, we're going to get a new Doctor and then we're going to do this. The character was sort of changed all the way throughout the process. Now, it's been done before. Characters have, when they start a TV show, they sort of think, okay, we can enhance that. It's probably done in Star Wars as well when George Lucas was coming up with that idea. And Batman and Superman, it started off different ways, and then they found, let's make Superman fly now, let's make Batman more of a rich billionaire, let's get his time. So they change all the way, but they keep the character. And now I'm actually going against myself here by saying this, okay? But that's what I'm trying to say with the Doctor. The Doctor has built this sort of character up, okay? The Doctor has built that he's in fact a male. He will always be some sort of male, whether old or young. But now, because of this world, it has to be female. And we just can't go and say, let's get another Time Lord and have how many spin-off shows has the Doctor had? Okay, there's one about a high school that was on not so long ago, and the Doctor just appeared in it a couple of times. And then you had the Doctor Who's assistant, the children's sort of programme version. Then you had Torchwood, Sarah Jane, and you had that show. Then you had this weird high school thing. And then you had, as I say, Torchwood. God knows you could now, so what was wrong with a spin-off with another Doctor? 2 Time Lords, right? 2 Time Lords show. One that doesn't maybe go to Earth that much, and goes to all these other ones and stuff like that. It doesn't have the backstory of the Doctor, and we actually know this Time Lord's name and stuff. And then we have the mystery one, so it was great there, but no. And to me, what we're going to have? Are we going to have a male companion that's going to be a bit ditzy, And to me, the character will always be the man that's struggling to be the alien male, struggling to be something like human but can't, and it takes a woman who's got great intellect and great bravery to bring him forward and stuff. So yeah, I am gutted. I am. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. Thanks very much, and try to be positive out there.